Welcome to the game room.
Hey guys, welcome back. Got another Lawmen painting. Don't really call these tutorials, but call them whatever you want. I'm just painting these guys, telling you what I'm doing, hoping that you pick something up and it helps show you that you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours to get a decent 3-foot tabletop ready view. If that's what you're after, there are really good painters out there that will take you through all the steps of airbrushing, doing all this other stuff to get you to that. I'm got, like I've said, if you've watched all my videos, you've heard me say it before, I've got so many models that I'm going to live to be at least 1,000 years old, even painting them at the speeds that I do now. So, well, that's not bad. I plan to live forever anyway. You get the joke. Anyway, let's get started and see you on the painting table. Alright, so for this Lawman, he's got a big coat which covers up a lot of him, and he's aiming his repeater. So there's not a whole lot of skin to see, and there's not a whole lot of hair. You've got a little bit of the beard here, his beard here, and you can't really even see hair back here. So then we've got his coat, pants, boots, skin of course, and the repeater itself, plus his hat as always. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the skin, and if you've watched other videos, you see I use tan flesh and barbarian flesh, and these are before Army Painter has announced that they're doing a whole skin tone box. It's got like 15 different skin tones or something in it, which I'm very anxious for, but it's just not available for me yet. So as soon as it's available, I will get it and hopefully change up how I do my skin tones. But again, for simple, quick, straightforward, there you go. And you don't even have to do two. I do two just because that's what I've always done. Because we're going to use the second one just to kind of highlight. You don't have to. I mean, it's up to you. You do it however you want. I'm just telling you how I do it. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the skin, and we'll be right back. Okay, with the tanned flesh complete, I'm going to do the barbarian flesh, and for this, it's not painting deep. It's kind of a wet dry brush. Somebody called it wet blending. A viewer said. I'm not really even sure. I don't really know what wet blending is. So. If that's what it is, great. But all I'm trying to do here is just drag it across the top, so you can kind of see that it's not getting down into the crevices. It's really just getting the top where the light would hit. So if you look at your hand, you can see that. Look at my hand. Let me zoom out a second. There you go. If you look at my hand, you can see it's not all one color. You can see it's brighter here, it's darker here. Well, that's what we're going for. With this is the reason I do the two different tones, and depending on how the light hits, it's going to be a little brighter up here and a little less down here. So that's what I'm after. And then since this is kind of under his hat and it's going to be dark anyway, we're really just trying to get the high points, just to give the skin tone a little variation. Our last step on the skin tone, which we'll come back to in a little bit, is the flesh wash, and that will really pull these two colors together. And just like that. Be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use Black Templar and I'm going to do the boots. And this is a contrast paint. If you've watched my videos, I use a lot of contrast paints because they help us get stuff painted quickly. Okay, I'm just going to paint the boots, both of these. I'll be right back. Okay, with the boots done, we're going to go ahead and do the coat, and for that I'm going to use Griff Charger Gray. It's a little bit bluer, less blue, a little more gray than Space Wolf's Gray. I'm not really sure. It's just different. Not a huge difference from the Space Wolf's Gray, but enough that I thought this would look cool. So let's try it and find out. And as always, if it's terrible, well, we'll fix it and do something different. I'm going to finish the coat. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Alright, with the coat done, we're going to go ahead and do the pants that you can see there just a little bit with Skeleton Horde. Okay, for the gun barrel, I'm going to use this metallic black from Vallejo. It's Model Air Metallic Black. It's basically black that has little bits of metal in it, so it's metallic. Anyway, it's very cool. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Okay, for the wood stock on the gun, which is really just that little piece right there, I'm going to use Gilman Flesh. Okay, gonna go ahead and finish off the skin with the flesh wash. And Now the flesh wash, you want to get down, you want that, just let it get into all of the crevices. And that's what it's designed to do. So it'll kind of pull, it'll pull itself down into the crevices of his hands, and when it dries, it just really pull, and really just make those two colors look really good. Just kind of, you know, flushes them out. No pun intended. It just kind of really ties those two colors together. Alright, actual paint time, we are sitting at about 17 minutes in just a moment. Alright, for his beard, I'm going to do a gore grunt of fur for his fur. Why not? Just be very careful that you don't get it on what you've already painted, hence the smaller brush. Alright, and for his hat, I'm going to use a snakebite leather. Okay, and for the hat band, which you can just see right here, all the way around, I'm going to use Wildwood, another contrast paint, very, very dark brown color, and a thin brush. Just very carefully around the hat band, just enough to make it a different color than the snakebite leather, not looking to make it stand out a huge amount, just so that it's lets you know it's there. Alright, and with that, he is complete. We are sitting at about 24-ish minutes total. Me getting based, and we'll come back and wrap up. Alright, there we go. He is complete. There you go. So from, 3-foot distance, which this is more like, 12-inch distance, but, you get a good result. Does not take hours and hours and hours. Contrast paints really will help you get things done quickly. Anyway, let's wrap up. So anyway, again, I hope this helped, and I hope this series is helping. If you've played Dead Man's Hand, throw me a comment. Let me know what you think of the game. Like I said, we've started playing it. We've got a couple games in. Really enjoy it. Like the way the cards work, the initiative system. I'm really excited about playing this game some more, and actually getting a campaign going. Like I talked about at one point before when we did the unboxing of the 2-player starter set. There were 4 of us, and we all went in, and we all got gangs, and everybody's putting their stuff together. And the whole point is we want to get a campaign going, just to play through it and see how it works. So anyway, I hope this helped. I hope you learned something. Let me know what you think. If there's anything you want to see, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Throw them down in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as possible. I try to respond to every comment that I get, and as soon as I possibly can. So like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and as always, thanks for watching. Have a great evening. Bye now.